Hey, everybody, it's time for your weekly time tip. And this week, we're going to talk about getting healthy meals on the table without wearing yourself out. And this was triggered by an attendee in a workshop that I gave last week who started a very vibrant discussion with the entire group. He and his wife really love to cook, and they make homemade meals every weeknight, and they love the cooking and they love the food, but by the end of the whole process, they're exhausted. And during the work week, it really taking its toll. So they were wondering, what do we do? How do we manage this? And this is a perfect circumstance to pull out an old standby tool that you have heard before, the 4Ds, which is 4 actions you can take to streamline any task that is taking more time or energy than you have. So let's apply the 4Ds to this dilemma. The first D is delete. And how we would interpret that on this project would be maybe you just don't cook homemade food during the work week, that your jobs are too demanding and it's going to take too much of a toll. So you just delete and you find a source for healthy prepared foods at a supermarket or a local food purveyor. And that may not be an option that you like. You may not even choose that option, right? Because you still really like control over your ingredients and you want homemade food. But delete objectively really is one tangible, measurable option to consider. That's how the 4Ds work. Can we delete this and only do homemade food on the weekends? Second option is to delay. And that would be we want to make our own food, but we're not going to do it during the work week. We're going to batch cook on the weekends, stock the fridge, and then all we have to do at the end of our long work days is heat up our home cooked meals that will prepare the way we want them. And there's no pots and pans to clean up, and food is on the table quickly, and cleanup is really a breeze. Third D is diminish. So, how would we diminish this process of cooking so it doesn't take so much energy and time? So, one way to diminish is to put in a couple of hours on a weekend and identify a handful of recipes that are 15 minutes or less. Maybe they're one pot meals or one sheet pan meals. You should do your research to find these, but they're so quick and easy to assemble that they can be prepared quickly with not too much energy, and cleanup is a breeze. Still home cooked food, but diminishing the toll it takes for the weeknight meals. The fourth D is we can delegate. So really look at the way the labor is delegated in your household. One option, if you have kids in the house, is to involve the kids in the cooking. And now, of course, it's going to be a bit messier probably, but depending on the age of your kids, but the job gets done. You add in a bit of quality family time, and it's a little bit less exhausting. Another great suggestion that came from the group was one couple divided the labor this way. One spouse did the main course for dinner and the other one focused on the sides. And just having one or the other to focus on really lightened the mental load on each person, the physical load on each person. And it was just much easier to pull off because they just had sides or just had the main course. So the 4Ds are your friend for any chore that is taking more time or energy than you really have. And here's how we could apply it to continuing our commitment to healthy eating, but not exhausting ourselves in the process.